I'm Don Getz, and today I'm at Subiaco Abbey and Academy in Subiaco, Arkansas. I chose to do my presentation on the interior of St. Benedict's Church, mainly for its depictions of St. Benedict's life in stained glass. The church itself is in a modernized version of the Romanesque style. This is evident in its heavy architecture, circular arches, groin vaults, and its Latin cross layout, displaying a fully developed transept and apse. However, the architecture styles within the structure are somewhat mixed. Within the church are 2 rose windows, which is a Gothic feature. In addition, the ambulatory only goes around the nave of the church and does not continue around the transept or apse. This is a feature that is characteristic of early Christian-style churches. Of all the elements present in the church, the stained glass depiction of the life of St. Benedict as told by St. Gregory the Great is especially important. Although the practice is not as widespread as it once was due to high literacy rates, pieces of art within churches, like stained glass, were meant to convey to followers of Christianity both biblical stories and the stories of the church's most venerated figures. Iconology is especially useful in determining the overall meaning of the stained glass windows. The windows, 36 in total, are grouped in triptychs, 3 being an important number in Christian symbolism. The story of St. Benedict's life begins at the apse of the church, continues around the nave, and ultimately ends at the other side of the apse. It is only fitting that St. Benedict's life story begins and ends around the altar, as all things begin and end in Christ. Also, the placement of St. Benedict's story along the upper portions of the church alludes to the enlightened life that St. Benedict sought to lead. The windows, which were made by Franz Meyer of Munich, Germany, are made in an early Christian style. The feet of the people depicted seem to float above the ground, and the faces of non-important people are very generic. Marginalia containing floral patterns also border the large windows within the church, a characteristic found in Northern European icons and codices. Modern influences are also present. The people depicted within the windows are very angular, have sharp facial features, and also adhere to actual human proportions. The depictions are also rich with symbolism. All Catholic saints have at least one symbol that they always have in hand in order to clearly denote who is depicted. St. Benedict is nearly always depicted with a cross and a book. This book is called the Rule of St. Benedict, his guideline for monks living in monasteries wishing to lead a Christian life. Other symbols include the raven and a broken cup, both of which symbolize miracles that occurred due to his prayers. As depicted in the leftmost window, someone who wished Benedict ill poisoned his wine, but before Benedict could take a drink, his chalice broke and a snake slithered out. In the middle window, we can see that they tried again, this time poisoning his bread. But before he could eat it, a raven came and flew away with it. Another interesting window, the middle of the 3, depicts St. Benedict with another monk. This monk, chosen to hold the lamp for Benedict, thought that this task was beneath him and held pride in his heart, thus the peacock emerging from his chest. I chose these pieces because it was these windows that inspired me to learn how to construct stained glass during my time at Subiaco. Not only have I looked at them from a purely aesthetic perspective, but from the perspective of the artist, paying close attention to how the pieces are fit together in a fashion that is both visually pleasing and structurally sound. For me, stained glass represents the union of the practical and the beautiful, which together produce something that is richer and more powerful than before.